officially the 5th week of the No Lose Guard season, and already it's kicking off on a very interesting note. Yes. So first, beginning with Wani and Sean's reconciliation. I remember in my previous video I had mentioned that these two had a lengthy all-night conversation after Wani had threatened and vowed, to finally cut ties, with Sean. They had that conversation. They had spent the night together in the same bed. And then this morning, after their workout session in the arena, Wani, once again, was all over Sean. And quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, it was a very cringe moment for me because I cannot stand people that brag and then they did not live up to their brags. Yes, because I was quite disappointed in Wani. But as I also mentioned on the same video, we are still watching to see if really Wani is in love as she portrays herself to be, or she's equally playing a game with Sean. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, there's no hurry in these things. We will always find out, just as we found out, from previous seasons of the show where people fake it until they make it, right? Yes, but besides Wani and Sean, there was also a very interesting conversation between Fairme and his friend Onyeka. Yes, where Fairme had some words of advice for Onyeka with regards to how she carries herself around the house. And I found that conversation quite amusing. In fact, hilarious, because I was just laughing. I was just laughing. And I'll tell you why. So on this video, we're going to talk about it. And then finally, we're going to dive in a bit into Kelly Ray and Cassia's diary session yesterday. Before the live eviction show, there was a declaration or a promise, I don't know if I should call it a promise, that was made, yes, by virtue of Big Brother's question. And it's beginning to look like this week is going to be a drama-filled week, courtesy of the Doublekay pair. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into this video. I will spill all of that juicy tea. Please make sure you watch to the end. Do not skip out on any part. And officially, you're all welcome to my channel. My name is Glory Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory Elijah, and I am the girl with the tea. Guys, yes, it's become a routine now to remind you all to please give this video a thumbs up. Please like my video. It is an indication that you enjoy my content, okay? So please like this video, and if you're yet to subscribe, do not forget to do that. And for those of you that are returning viewers, returning subscribers, thank you all so much for choosing to return to watch my videos. All right, and yeah, quickly let's proceed with the details of this video, starting with the conversation between Fairme David and Onyeka this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, Fairme was speaking from a place of concern. Yeah, because he had seen all of the drama and chaos that had happened during and after the live eviction show yesterday, when Ebuka had interrogated Onyeka about her pursuing of Ozee with her sheep, and also constantly interrogating Victoria about her sentiments towards Ozee. Yes, so a lot of people in the house felt like Onyeka was being too nosy, which is something they've all been complaining about from the very first week of the season anyways, and Fairme did not like the perception it was creating about Onyeka, because they are friends and they've got this bond. Yes, regardless of if Onyeka goes to spend the whole of her days with them, by the way, twins and any other person, there's always that moment where they both gravitate towards each other to catch up on their various activities for the day. And so Fairme David was being very straightforward with his friend Onyeka that, look, you like being all over the place. You like being in everybody's business. You like poke-nosing. You like interfering where you're not called. And it's creating a negative impression about you in the house. But Onyeka was defending herself that no, that she doesn't even care about anybody's business in this house. That the person that is the peddler of false information and gossips around the house currently is Ben, which is actually true, ladies and gentlemen. And then she went ahead to cite scenarios where Ben was the one that had instigated the issue that had happened between Wani and Sean the other day. That was on Saturday night after the party. So ladies and gentlemen, it was like Fairme was advising Onyeka, it was entering these ears and it was flying away from these other ears. Yes. Now what it was telling Onyeka basically was, listen, you are a sweet girl, you have a sweet soul, your energy is infectious, people want to be around you, so use it this way. when people come to you with their drama, with their stories and with their gist, you can engage them, you can allow them tap into your energy. But when they do not come to you, Onyeka, could you at least stop going to go and fish and source for all of these gossips, all of this gist? Because at the end of the day, even though you hear this gist, people will still look at you as a bad person, right? It's creating misunderstandings about your personality around the house. So stop going out there to interfere in people's business. Let people bring their business to you other than you going out there to look for people's business. Ladies and gentlemen, Fairme was talking and advising in love. In other words, chastising Onyeka in love. But guess what? Onyeka was listening, and it looks like she wasn't really paying attention. Because guys, I was laughing so hard. And the one thing that kept ringing in my head was, Fairme David, you can't be serious. How the hell do you expect Onyeka to give up her occupation? I mean, Big Brother's house is certainly not the real world. But for those housemates, that is their reality. Yes. And as far as Onyeka is concerned, she has been able to earn herself an occupation, a lucrative business at that. The business of, sourcing for gist and exchanging that gist for more gist with other people. The lucrative business and venture of being the CNN or the BBC of the house. Yes, Onyeka is the gist peddler. She's the gist lover of the house. She's the gossip monger of the house. She's the fire starter of the house. She's the pot stirrer of the house. She's the instigator of the house. Ozee had actually clocked her strategy 2 weeks ago. So that is what Onyeka enjoys doing. It is part of her strategy. She even informed us on the day of the launch show on that stage to Ebuka that her strategy is to be all over the place. It's to be in everybody's business. And that's exactly what she's been doing from the very get-go. So Fairme advising Onyeka, to take a step back and minimize the way she, sources for gist in the house. Guys, it gave me a good laugh this morning because I was thinking, how do you tell a farmer to stop farming? How do you tell a farmer to do away with all their tools for work and to stop earning, to just throw away their source of livelihood? Onyeka is a farmer. She's a farmer for gist. So she's not going to do away with her source of livelihood. And when I say source of livelihood, it's a source of longevity in the game. It's a source of entertaining the viewers. It's her own source of building more bonds and alliances around the house. Though some housemates find it quite irritating, but the number of those that actually favor her are more than those that do not favor her in a venture. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was quite hilarious. In fact, more hilarious because not long afterwards, Shauna joined them on that table and Onyeka had picked up a book, a notebook, and that she has started classifying the guys in the house according to her relationships with them. Shauna told her not to use the word bestie because she keeps on deceiving herself with that word. And so she was classifying them accordingly. For Ozee, she said Ozee is her love. For Ozee, she said Ozee is her friend. For Suj and Tofa, she said they are her G's. For Sean, I can't even remember the title that she gave to Sean. And then she went ahead to remind those who care to listen in the house that next week is her birthday, next week, Thursday precisely. And so she was expecting a gift from every single one of them outside the house. So Onyeka was just basically living her best life and just doing her thing. And it was very obvious that whatever advice anybody had for her this morning, it just went down the drain. So, ladies and gentlemen, personally, I was just enjoying that whole conversation because I knew that Onyeka was not going to take even a pinch of Fairme's advice. But I would love to hear your thoughts about that. Are you offended by Onyeka's strategy? Are you offended by the way Onyeka moves around the house, or are you entertained? Let me know in the comment section below as we move on to the Doublekay pairs diary session from yesterday. About Kelly Ray and Cassia's diary session. Kelly Ray had shared with us and Big Brother, of course, that Cassia had not been happy for the most part of last week, and it was all because of him. It was all because of the way he would hold her back or caution her, from retaliating to any housemates that had stepped on her toes in the course of last week. And when Big Brother had asked for names, he had mentioned the Mbadiwe twins, the whole episode that happened that Saturday night. There was also, who was that? Was it Chizoba? Yeah. she had mentioned those names. He had mentioned those names, that those people, they had said things that had offended Cassia. There was also the Mbadiwe twins, that whole episode that happened Saturday night where Ozee was sort of scolding the housemates, you know, when they were all rushing towards the garden to go see what the issue was between Wani and Sean and her sister Ndi. That she had been so offended, she had been so triggered. But Kelly Ray had always told her to stand back, you know, stand back, don't engage, you know. So according to Kelly Ray, this week is going to be very different because he's no longer going to be holding back Cassia. That because when Cassia holds back, it completely messes up her mood. She gets really upset. So moving forward, he's no longer going to be holding back Cassia. So Big Brother should prepare himself because there's going to be a lot of drama if and when people step on Cassia's toes. And ladies and gentlemen, who am I to complain? Listen, this is the kind of drama I live for on the Big Brother show. I want to see a very quiet person on leash. I want to see Cassia on leash. We've experienced Victoria's anger last week Monday when she lashed out at Michky. Yes, and she's gone back into her shell a bit, though a bit more livelier and socializing already. But for Cassia, we've always seen Cassia's smiling face. We've always seen Cassia's generosity. We've always seen Cassia's consideration in the house. But from this week, I am personally praying that somebody offends Cassia because I want to see her on leash. I want to see the other side of Cassia. And Kelly Ray, of course, is going to be solidly standing behind Cassia. So ladies and gentlemen, the one thing I look forward to this week, the one highlight that I'm really looking forward to seeing this week is seeing the Doublekay pair take on any housemate that decides to be unfortunate in their direction this week. So ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but there's a lot to look forward to this week. All right, so this is where I'm going to stop talking because I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember, there's a lineup of activities today. There's a head of house challenge, there's the live nomination process. Yes, so I cannot wait to see who emerges the new head of house of the week, and also housemates that will be up for nomination for possible eviction this week. I'm going to stop talking here right now, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day. Bye.